You know, this as you guys can see, it says victory over the Panthers. But after what we just heard, man, they can't let us win for like a week. A week! All right, let's count it down. Let's talk about it. God. Welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 177. Welcome to week 15 of the Birds of Broad Street with your boy Kool Cat Connor and our guy Smitty. What up, Smitty?
I'm good, man, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to do the word of the day, which is close, and we'll still do it. But I guess Brandon Graham didn't want us to do the word of the day, so play it and let's react to it. God, hold on, let me turn the volume up. God, man, go.
The person that's complaining need to be accountable. And I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he noticed. I don't know the whole story, but I know that one is trying. And I mean, 11 could be a little better with how he responds to things. And they was friends before this. It's like, man, but things have changed. And I understand that because life happens. But it's the business side that we have to make sure that we don't let the personal get in the way of the business. And that's where we got to do better as right now, because we know it's an issue. Everybody's seeing some things, but we need to be able to talk things out as men. You know what I'm saying? But we need to let personal stuff go and let's get right for this game, because man, it's like a lot of stuff. Most of the time, it's just a conversation that just need to be had. But the person with the problem gotta want to talk to the person other than others. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So now Emmanuel Acho heard it. Chris Daniels heard it. Dan Orlovsky heard it. Everybody, all the Cowboy fans that supposedly got to get ready for their game versus the Bengals, they heard it. Everybody heard it. Go ahead, Smitty. What the hell, man?
I don't know, man. I'm a little confused. I don't really know, man. Like, my reaction is like, I don't know why we would be on WIP saying anything, but I don't know, man. You know, obviously the PTSD from 2023 automatically kicks in. You start thinking about the connection issues we had down the stretch last year. You start kind of sitting in the moment. Now it leaves a big door of if whatever people are expecting. There's some people on one side of the fence believe BG just didn't articulate. There's people on the other side of the fence that believe we might have a problem. And I don't know. I'm really tired of this shit, bro. Like, I really got away from this. Like, I really been building myself to be less confrontational, to be less upset. I'm trying to just like do this podcast thing without being all like flustered. But like today is just like pushing the buttons, it's pushing the boundaries, because it's like it's no need for us to be going through this at this moment in the season. Like, we really like. Like, I just don't know, man. I feel like, it's things that could have been done better. Is it gonna boil over? I don't know. Is it gonna be settled? I don't know. Like, we need to get to a point. We need to get to a point where we can settle this thing and get back on the roll of where we was headed. Because, I mean, what they say was all good about a week ago.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's hard to decipher something in the split moment. I watched the whole 48 minutes, though. See, everybody watched 50 seconds.
Yeah.
I watched the whole 48 minutes.
Yeah.
I heard
only did that because of copyrights or whatever.
No, I'm saying, but I watched the whole 48 minutes live while he was doing it. So it's a little bit. I mean, yeah, the 53 seconds sound bad. I mean, even the 48 minutes didn't sound much better. I mean, it was some moments in there. He was just. I mean, he kind of said it like, we need to put all the noise to the side and kind of be ourselves, play football, turn things up. But I just don't know, man. I mean, I just don't know.
Yeah, for me, look, my only issue with this is breakfast ball, the facility, the herd, first things first, speak, get up, first take, 94 WIP, 97.5 The Fanatic, haters, doubters, and critics, and NFC East rivals. You just handed all of them a topic on a silver plate. That's why I'm upset about this. You handed all the shows, the radio, and all the rivals in the NFC. I saw a bunch of Cowboy fans talking about this, and they got a game versus dang on Bengals in 7 minutes. And you just handed that topic on a silver platter. I get what A.J. Brown said, and I get what Jalen Hurts said. They got to be better at the pass game. They do. Right? But again, you're handing that out. You're posting it out on a silver platter for the media to take and run with it. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Because everybody heard that clip from A.J. Brown after the game, which we'll talk about. What do you think they said on all the shows? That clip. So what y'all think they're going to say tomorrow? Acho is licking his chops right now. Chris Daniels is licking his chops. That's what I'm trying to say. I get what BG is trying to say. Whether it's real or not, I don't know. Because I know AJ and Jalen are friends. Jalen is the godfather of AJ Brown's daughter.
Are they still friends?
Right.
I mean, because where we at, it's like, are they still friends? I mean,
exactly. It's like, we're not in the locker room, but my only issue with this, Smitty, is don't put it out in the media to the point where these people, you just handed a topic on a silver platter. We were supposed to talk about this game versus the Panthers first on this show. You see what happens when you just right on a silver platter, and now tomorrow, it's going to be on all the shows. You can book it. It's on all the shows. Watch Get Up. Watch First Things First. Watch Speak, not Undisputed, The Facility, Breakfast Ball, all these shows. What's the one thing they're going to talk about? That clip.
But is it really true though? Like, didn't they just show them praying together before the game last? Like, yeah, on Sunday?
Like I know it now. It may not be true, but do Emmanuel Acho care? A new topic for the show. Do Stephen A. care? A new topic for the show. Do Colin Cowherd cares? A new topic for the show. They don't care. Like, they don't care. Like, it's not wrong, but it's wrong with what he said, Rock the Artist. And again, I'm not in the locker room. I don't know if they're friends or not. But what I do know is don't have that in the locker. Don't have it out in the media. That's my only issue with this. I'm not going to question what BG said. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. My question is, you just gave the media, especially 94 WIP, a brand new topic to talk about. You gave Cowboy fans, when they got a game in 3 minutes, something to talk about. Commander fans, Giant fans, and probably, well, they don't care, but Commander fans, you gave them something to talk about. That is all I'm saying, whether it's real or not. Tomorrow on all these shows, what are they going to talk about? BG. Not the fact that we won 9 straight. Not the fact that we clinched a playoff spot. No. BG. Well, CeeDee Lamb feels the same as AJ. But is they talking about it? Will they talk about it tomorrow? Nope. They won't. I guarantee you, they won't talk about that tomorrow. No, they won't either. They won't talk about that tomorrow.
Congratulations to Brandon Graham. This man just threw a cluster bomb in the whole organization, and then Richard come here and say, congratulations. Bro, that has to be the worst topic ever, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, Richard, bro.
Yeah. Oh, they did. Yeah, they did early in the season, but that was early in the season. This is week 15, week 16, week 15. Hey, Jack. By the way, because we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Can y'all help us out by hitting that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, comment, Birds of Rush YouTube channel, all of our channels. Me, Simone, One Trey Rock, and Smitty.
Hey, Richard, you can't change the subject for this, bro. That man just threw a cluster bomb, bro. That man just... Oh, yeah, they is going at it, too. T.O. and McNabb.
Yeah, they is. I saw that on media, too. But, yeah, man, look. I love BG. He'll always be my guy. It's just wrong place at the wrong time. That's just my opinion. Like, wrong place at the wrong time. You knew they was talking about what A.J. Brown said about the word passing. You knew that conversation was popping up. Now here comes a brand new wrench. This is a great distraction for the... Exactly, and we got the Pittsburgh Steelers less than...
It is Doomsday.
Hey, Doomsday. I think they forced BG's hand by acting like a little... I don't know if they did or not, but again, all these shows tomorrow, what do you think they just got themselves a brand new topic? They already talked about A.J. Brown saying passing in a post game. What now? Now when it comes to the Eagles, Brandon Graham got full credibility, so you know they're going to take it and roll with it. He trying to. I hope that's the case. Like I hope that's the case because, damn, I hope that's the case. I watched Not Cap and with Shay and Ocho. They listed the top wide receiver. Puka was mentioned before. Yeah. Yeah, Nina, why is this happening? Exactly. That's what I want to know. It's like it's the wrong time to do this. It's the wrong time. Because you know what's going to happen, Nina. You saw Emmanuel Acho and Chris Daniels. They're licking their chops.
We can't be
Yeah, it's
normal.
going to tell us everything.
We can't be normal.
Exactly. But watch. There's two sides to this, Nina. You ready? If AJ don't get no touches and Saquon goes off and we win, that's going to continue. But if AJ Brown balls out, Jalen Hurts got 300 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, and the Steelers lose, they're going to come back and say why you didn't give the ball to Saquon Barkley. It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose. Either A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts is beefing, or why not give this ball to Saquon Barkley? It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose. Read some of this. Jalen Hurts is affecting A.J. Brown's bottom line. Brown is losing sponsorships. Okay.
I don't know what Richie talking about.
Yeah. Why isn't none of them communicating on the sideline? And what is going on with AJ and Smitty talking to? I don't know. Seriously, these guys need to grow something, man. You got to get this fixed. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man. We got a game to talk about, man. Let's try to get this game because I don't know if y'all know this, whether it's out your brain. I mean, we did get a victory! Woo! And the word of the day is close. And, well, this game was way too close for comfort, but at the end of the day, we got the win. So let's talk about this game and yeah. So what was your thoughts on this game, Smitty?
Well, I mean, it obviously was an ugly game, but it had all the makings to be a trap game. We went in, we underestimated the opponent. We played as if so, and we squeezed out with a win. I think, we have to execute better. We have to do things to a higher level, hold ourselves to a better standard. We've done it 3 times this year, played down to the competition. But the game Sunday, I mean, obviously you could point to a few things that went wrong that if they go right, obviously the game swings. Jake Elliott misses a field goal. The referee missed a face mask. There's a few things like if the referee don't miss the face mask, they probably don't even get the ball back. They don't get the opportunity to take the deep shot that Xavier Leggett. Like it's a few things that would have happened in that scenario where we possibly end that game. But things don't always go the way you need them to every week. The defense didn't play well. Even though they held them to 16 points, they kind of freely went up and down the field a few times, running and passing. They got beat by Adam Thielen. I mean, it was just to me, all around the board, it was sloppy. I think the only people that really executed and played well was probably special teams, and that's outside of Jake Elliott. I was more talking about kickoff and punt return. Those boys was hitting. Those boys was aggressive. And the defense stood up in moments. They had moments where they were able to stifle the offense. Then they had moments where they would let their offense kind of do what they wanted to. So, like I said, it was the makeup of of a trap game. It probably should have been a trap game. It was right in. It's in the middle of two big games. It's in the middle of playing the Ravens and then playing the Steelers. Two games you have on your schedule to win because those teams right now are winning. When you look at a 3-10 team now after we played them, you probably went in there a little bit lackadaisical. You probably went in there a little bit unprepared. Um, Probably over prepared for another team. So things happen, man. You got to be prepared for whatever. We made the mistake not to be prepared for this team.
Right. All right, Duke. Let me for starters, Duke. We're not benching Jalen Hurts. Don't put that itch in our heads. It's not happening. That's number one. How do y'all like how the defense play? It was 50-50. On one hand, they could be better. On the other hand, they did stop the Panthers from scoring. So I'm kind of 50-50 on it, but we'll talk about it. I cashed in on this one. Anyone really think we're going to win? Hold on. What up, Trigger?
What's good, y'all?
That's good. Before we
Y'all can hear me?
continue on, yeah, we can hear you. Before we continue on with this, I know you heard the Brandon Graham clip. You got any thoughts on it?
I didn't even hear it, to be honest.
All right.
Play the
Hold
club.
on. Let me
Play the
clear it
club.
up, man. You're Trey. I tell you, man.
Hope you
Today,
prepared, Trey. Hope you prepared, bro.
It was
That's all I can
bad.
say. You finna get
It
it
was
in
bad.
a few. Yeah,
yeah.
man. You should have
Hold
said.
on. I gotta find. I gotta. Here it is. Let me, because man, Trey, what you're about to hear, man. God, hold on. Let me. All right. All right.
Need to be accountable. And
Hold
I'm
on,
just being
hold on.
honest. The person that's complaining need to be accountable. And I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he noticed. I don't know the whole story, but I know that one is trying. And I mean, 11 could be a little better with how he respond to things. And they was friends before this. It's like, man, but things have changed. And I understand that because life happens. But it's the business side that we have to make sure that we don't let the personal get in the way of the business. And that's what we got to do better as right now, because we know it's an issue. Everybody's seeing some things, but we need to be able to talk things out as men. You know what I'm saying? But we need to let personal stuff go and let's get right for this game, because man, it's like a lot of stuff. Most of the time, it's a conversation that just need to be had. But the person with the problem gotta want to talk to the person other than others. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. Go ahead, Trey.
I got two reactions to that. I
Yep.
feel like BG telling the truth, and I also feel like AJ Brown has every right to be upset, honestly. Um, but with BG sitting up there and saying that, he should have went to AJ Brown instead of the media. It's the same thing. You telling one dude to do one thing, and you did the same thing that one dude did. It don't make no sense. It's like, all right, y'all all in the same locker room. Y'all sit down and talk. Y'all giving the media too much. This is how the team fell apart last year. Too many people talking, too many people upset, and we winning. It's like, I understand, and I still understand AJ Brown frustration, man. It's like our passing game should be way better than it is. Way better. We got two number one wide receivers basically. We should not be on the passing the football for 108 yards and stuff like that. Even on 21 attempts, it shouldn't have been 108 yards. There was a lot of receivers open in that game. I don't know what was going on with Hurts in that game. That's one of his worst games I ever seen him play, honestly. And passing wise, like being a quarterback. The running he kept us in the game with his legs like he always do. I mean, he'll do it threat quarterback, but that was one of his worst passing games I see. So they have every right to, and it's not just this week. It's been weeks now that the passing game been dull, and we tried to come out and open it up. And the Panthers, they felt like they could do it against the Panthers. I mean, I felt like we could do it against the Panthers. So I understand his frustration. I understand what BG saying, but at the end of the day, we got to keep all that in house. Both sides of the party. We got to keep it in house.
Exactly. Any respond to that, Smitty?
Nah, I'm kind of out of responses for this shit, man. This shit draining, man. We gotta go. We can't be a normal team. Like we just can't just like play football and win games like normal people. No, we gotta go through the rigmarole, man.
All right. Here comes Mike saying, hey, Cool Cat, now do you now see how Jalen's killing this team because he's average? So what do you want this team to do, Mike? Just trade Jalen Hurts and find another quarterback? That's what you like. What do you want this team to do? Like we're 11-2. What do you want this team to do? I get it. Does Jalen need to play better? Absolutely. But Lord have mercy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's like the horrible timing for that. Like AJ already frustrated, then you put out a clip like that. It's like,
Lord.
I mean, look though. At the end of the day, you do gotta hold dudes accountable, bro. It's like, but not in the media. It should not be in the media. That should be a locker room thing where they can all sit down and talk. Nobody should be talking to the media about nothing that's going on with this team except for what happened, like the game we won, we lost, like regular stuff like that. But personal stuff, no, it should never get out. And BG was just responding to what AJ said. I understand he defending his quarterback, but at the end of the day, you did the same thing you just told AJ not to do. You told him not to blast nobody, and then you go in there and you blast him. You talking about he got to play better. He can't throw the ball to himself.
but the thing is, for me, Trey, is like the one guy that's in the middle of all the shit is the one guy that ain't gonna respond in a manner that what I mean. It's like he gonna respond in the most professional way. You know what I mean? He just gonna be like, hey, look, we got to get better. We got to do things better. We got to handle things. He gonna be professional about it. And it's kind of like I don't even know, bro. Like just 2 weeks ago, everything seemed okay. Everything seemed perfect. You know what I mean? We was live lit, beating the Rams, like having a good time. But then now it's like, let's be sad again. Let's go back to 20. It's like we want to relive 2023 so bad.
Look, my opinion is, my opinion is they've been frustrated, and the one that should be really saying something, honestly, because AJ do get I ain't gonna say a lot, but he get enough targets. Devontae Smith should be the one frustrated, honestly. He's
That's not his
barely seeing the
character, though.
football at all.
That's not his character, though.
Exactly. But we all know how AJ is, though. When he get frustrated, he just talk. He emotional. He emotional. But I don't feel like I don't feel like he told a lie either. He ain't told no lie. This passing game been terrible.
But, bro, you've been
Terrible all
ducking him,
season.
asking you that question for 3 weeks. All of a sudden, you want to throw Jalen Hurts under the bus?
He frustrated, bro. He frustrated.
That's no excuse, bro. You don't throw somebody that you claim to be friends with, you claim to be boys with under the bus, bro. I don't care how frustrated you is.
I think what he's trying to say, Trey,
Like I
is,
said, at the end of the day,
yeah, I think what Smitty is trying to say is, yes, the Jalen Hurts got a lot of work to do. Yes. Does AJ have every right to be frustrated? Yes. But why are you putting it out there in the media where people on these shows is going to take that and run with it and think, maybe it's Jalen holding them back. Maybe it's Jalen. Maybe the Eagles won't go nowhere because of Jalen. Now, does Jalen deserve some blame for all this? Sure. But that's what all these shows, I mean, because of that BG clip, what do you think they're going to talk about tomorrow?
but it's gonna be all over the media. And like I said it from the beginning. I don't feel like AJ should have went out publicly and said that. But I also understand why he's frustrated. This
Right.
dude is a top 5 receiver. He's not seeing the football like you said. And like I said, a lot of receivers should be frustrated on that team. It's like
How
there's no
often is
way.
that a Jalen Hurts problem though?
What?
That he's not seeing the ball. Jalen Hurts is only getting 20 attempts. Really, I
He
think
not
yesterday
seeing
was
the
the highest
field
attempts.
though.
Last week was I think the highest attempts he's had in like 3 weeks.
And why you think that is though, Smitty? And be honest.
Because we're running the ball effectively.
No. Why you think that is? Why you think they took
Bro,
the football out of AJ out of Hurts' hands? Because when we
you
was
tell me
throwing the ball up,
because
because when
we
we was look,
Hold on, let
when
me
we
hear
was
from good,
attempting
Trey.
it 26, because when we was attempting 28, 29 passes, Jalen Hurts was turning the ball over 3 times a game. Was he or was he not?
he's had multiple 20 plus attempts without turnovers since then.
No, I'm saying I'm talking
He was
about high 20s.
We were trying to find an identity, and Kellen Moore is a high pass volume type of guy, so he adjusted his offense. Since we adjusted the offense, though, Jalen had 236, 230, 221, 202. And AJ Brown has 8 in most of those games. So how is yesterday going to be an issue when you've been getting the rock? You missed
But he
3
wasn't.
games and you still about to be 1,000-yard receiver.
But honestly, if you look back on that interview, he's not just talking about himself. He's talking about the passing game as a whole. He was not just referring to AJ Brown on that interview.
Bruh, listen. Landon has something to say, right? And I respect what Landon said because he took full responsibility as a player and he placed the blame on the other players that played with him. AJ, to me, bro, when I listened to that, me personally, I don't know what anybody, I felt like he personally took Jalen and threw Jalen under the bus. Because the question was, how does it feel when you're not getting a lot of attempts? And then he said, it's frustrating. Then they asked him, when you're not getting targeted, and then he said, what do y'all need to work on since you've not been getting targeted lately? Passing. When you ask him about targets, it's like, it wasn't like, man, we need to do better executing. We need to do better with this. It was like, to me, it felt direct, bro. It felt like you took Jalen, you put him out there, and you threw him under the bus, and that's not a recipe for success. I don't care what omens you have to be frustrated. Throwing a teammate out there, throwing a coach out there is never okay, bro. And I don't know how easy it will be to fix that if that turns into an issue, bro. That somebody feel that way. I mean,
right.
That-
personally,
Go ahead, Trey. Trey? All right. For me, I feel like we're in a no lose situation because if we pass it and we barely give Saquon Barkley his carries, people is going to say run the ball. If we're doing what we're going to do, you're going to hear stuff like this. So I feel like we're in a lose situation. But go ahead, Trey. What you was going to say? Trey? Yeah. So don't throw your quarterback under the bus. Trey? Yeah. Y'all see T.O. Yeah, I saw T.O. Hold on. Trey?
yeah, my fault, yo.
No, you're good. No, what you was going to say?
No, what I was saying was AJ Brown. Like I said, he has every right to get frustrated. He shouldn't have went out in public and said it. If he had a problem with Jalen Hurts, I'm pretty sure they grown men. They could go talk to each other. He
Right.
was answering the question, but I feel like he should have answered it differently. He should have.
Yes.
He left too much out there for people to speculate and stuff like that. So that was wrong. And what BG did was wrong because he also could have went to AJ Brown and talked to that man personally. Like, yo, look, I don't like that you did that. It did not have to get out in the media, especially not with the team we
But
have
to
right
me
now. We have
personally,
a
I
suit.
felt like Brandon has done it though, because the way he said it, he said, and he knows that. That means if you say somebody knows something, that means you spoke about it and it hasn't gotten fixed. That's how I feel like BG. BG wrong. That's why I felt like push BG to be. We never see BG talk about stuff like that. For him to be on and say like he was like, he got to be accountable too. He got to be better at controlling how he responds to things, and he knows this. Like that sounds like me. Like we've had this conversation. We spoke on this, and AJ continues to keep doing it. Or that's just how I felt when he said it. It was just like, and he knows this. Like I don't know, man. If we really, if this, I mean, it don't feel like last year, like the same shit.
It do. I'm not gonna say the same thing because last year when all this was happening, that's when we was on the losing streak. We winning. We could fix this. This could be fixed. Just throw that man the football a little bit more. That's all. That's all you want. Throw him the football a little bit more. Throw your receivers the foot. I ain't even gonna lie. And I sat there and I watched some of the film. It was a lot of open dudes, and Jalen Hurts was just missing them. I don't know what was going on with him yesterday. Like he ain't see him. One play, AJ Brown was open. It was going to be probably like a 65-yard touchdown. He was wide open.
Yeah, but
Jalen looked at him and then throw the ball. He looked at it and pulled it down and
he
ran.
reset his feet, so he could, when he seen AJ come open, he already had his feet turned to the edge. It was no way he turned his feet back and still made that pass. He had
He
set
had
his
enough
feet
time
to
on it
check
though.
pass. But he
No,
had
but
already
if
like
we
he
if we
watching
running it,
AJ. He watching AJ. He see the corner going back. I know exactly what play you talk about. He see the corner going back. He like, all right, it ain't gonna be open. He flip his hips, but before he flip his hips, you see AJ. He just like, I'm gonna check it down because there's no way to flip your hips back and then still shoot it back up the field. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he could have made the throw. I seen it though.
he was wide open. But that also comes with playing down to your opponents because there was no way the Panthers was supposed to be in that game against us, man. And
Yeah.
that's what made everything look bad. That's what made everything look bad. It's like, damn, it's the Panthers. Like, we can't throw the ball on the Panthers. How we gonna throw the ball on anybody? We got Pittsburgh next week. They
Yep.
got way better defense than the Panthers. Way better.
Statistically, over the last 5 games, that wouldn't be true.
No, we just talking about eye candy. They a way
No.
better defense than
Statistically, and eye test over the last 5 games, the Panthers won 2 and lost 3 by a total of 12 points.
mm-hmm.
They missed it. They got a field goal block. And then Chuba Hubbard fumbled last week on the win on the 20-yard line. Like they probably should be 5-7 instead of being where they was at yesterday.
Yeah, they lost a couple close games. I remember. Yeah, they lost a couple close games.
On some fluky stuff too, like that
On
missed
some
field
driving down the
goal.
field to score. Yeah,
Like
the Panthers is a
fumble was
surging
on
team, bro.
Listen, the fumble for Chuba Herbert was like on the 15-yard line, bro, on second down, and he had the first, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15 with 3 minutes in overtime. All you got to do is don't mess up from there. Run the ball. If you don't get first down, easy field goal, we go home, and it was for the win. What's the call? Had already had the Bucks had already had the ball. I mean, the Bucks had already had the ball. So all you had to do was hold the rock, kick it. So that's why I understand what Sirianni said before the game. A lot of people was like, "Why you say treat them like they on a 4-game winning streak, bro?" Those games, if the football gods sprinkle a little bit, those games are easily won by them, and they on a 4-game heater coming into Philly. You know what I mean? So they've been playing better football. I thought it was gonna be close, but I was trying to be more optimistic and say it wasn't going to be close. But I was like, man, this is the perfect example of what we've been in these games before. And I believe if it was more last year's Trey, I think we would have lost.
Y'all do know Hurst threw the ball 21 times for 82 net yards, right?
Yeah, I know.
Y'all understand that, right?
Yep.
That's horrible, bro. That's terrible. You know, y'all do know our passing offense is bottom 5 in the league. We down there with the Giants and everybody. Terrible.
Our attempts down there too, though.
Bro, if you running the football, look and listen and hear me out, Smitty. You remember them Dallas Cowboys teams with Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott, right?
Mm-hmm.
They ran the ball to set up the pass. We just running the ball. We not setting up no pass or nothing because people don't respect Jalen Hurts' arm right now. So they you see they stacking the box on damn near every play. It's just we got a great offensive line. Saquon just finding holes. They stacking the box. They not respecting Jalen Hurts at all right now in the
So we
passing
got
game.
a Jalen Hurts problem.
Bro, it's not a Jalen Hurts problem. I just feel like he in a little slump right now. That's all. Hurts still a good quarterback. He's great. I've seen him throw the ball all over the field.
I don't
I don't
see
know
good
what's going on
quarterbacks
right
get
now.
killed like this though. Like the good quarterbacks get a game off. They get a hey man, it might have just been an off day. Jalen Hurts man, you playing horrible.
He did play terrible yesterday.
Okay, but how many games does he have to play perfect for him to get a game off, for him to get a moment where people are like, hey, it's okay that Jalen Hurts had a bad game because I know he's going to come out next game and fix it. And that's not the sentiment I'm getting, bro. The sentiment I'm getting is he had a bad game and I don't know if he can fix it.
The sentiment you getting that sentiment look at the numbers, bro. Look at the numbers. The pattern tell you it's not going to get fixed.
All right,
Honestly,
hold on. Let's go
it
ahead
tell you
and
it's not going to get fixed.
right, but let's go ahead and let's talk.
What pattern shows us that, though? What pattern shows us that Jalen Hurts isn't going to be able to play football like he played 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago?
When the last time he even threw close to 250?
Oh, he just had 279 about 4 weeks ago.
Hold on.
4 weeks ago, Smitty.
He had 221, 202, 230, 236, 264. I mean, he had 200 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks consecutive.
Hold on, I got y'all. Here's the stats.
200 passing yards is like 100.
Here's the stats.
No, 200 passing yards is like 100 passing yards. Bro. 200 passing yards is like 100, similar to 100 passing yards now in the NFL, bro. Honestly.
Now he got to have 300.
No, I'm just saying, dude's throwing for 300 on a daily basis. Sam Darnold, look what Sam Darnold doing over there right now.
And how good is that run game right now? Horrible.
It don't.
Everything is
all right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait.
That make it even worse. You know.
Wait. Here's how the only close time that he threw for 300 was versus the Saints.
No, Cleveland 264 right there.
That was like week 2 and week 4. What week we in now?
But he just had 5 weeks straight of 70 plus completion percentage and 200 yards, bro.
That's all dump offs. And people making plays. That's all dump offs. He's not really throwing the ball for real. When he's getting his opportunities, he's not throwing the ball. He's not seeing the field.
So you're telling me he threw 16 completions for 200 yards and it was all dump offs?
16 completions for 200 yards.
236 yards, and it was all dump offs. They was all.
You know how many? You know how much 16 completions? You could get 16 completions any kind of way. Dump offs, mid range, any kind of way.
So Jalen Hurts ain't made no passes. That's what we're saying right now.
We're not saying he didn't make no passes.
Now he's just dumping it off. But he didn't deliver the passes to Smitty and all that. I'm not getting this, bro. This is
talking about games
every time.
Smitty,
Jalen Hurts had one bad game and he turned into shit. He's no good. He's a problem. We need to move on. He's not throwing the ball. But just 3 weeks ago, we were saying how he was playing good and efficient.
Who's saying all this though? Like that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is he hasn't been throwing the ball well. All the extra antics and all, I don't care about that. He hasn't been throwing the ball well. We discussed this last week before this game. He hasn't been throwing the ball well.
I never agreed to that.
He's not seeing the field.
I want to hear from the coach.
I don't know how you see that. I don't know how you say that he's 68 point something percent.
All right, wait.
You keep saying your completion percentage can be high from short passes. You know that, right?
Do you know he's at?
The yardage is telling you where the pass is going.
Do you know he's at passing yards per attempt in the league right now?
The yardage is telling you where the pass is going,
Do
Smitty.
you know? Do
You
you
just
know
gotta
he's
look
at
at him.
yards
Bro,
per
he threw for
attempt
82 net passing yards last week. I
in
mean,
one
this game that just
game?
passed.
Show me the rest of the games where he threw for 82 net passing yards.
That's
Show me
terrible,
them.
bro. How many
Show me
do he
how
got?
many other
Smitty,
games he's done it.
answer this.
That's all. You show me the
Answer,
stats.
answer
I'll
this
be
question.
quiet. Show me how many games he's done it other than yesterday.
Answer this question. Answer this question. Has he thrown more 200-yard games or 100-yard games?
Oh
You
God.
got the stat. You the stats man. You the stat man.
It's actually even right now. It's actually exactly even.
Now go look at
He
Josh
has
Allen numbers.
six. He has
Go look at
six
the
200
dude's
yard
numbers that
games
they
and
call
six
elite.
100-yard games. They have this.
Go
They
look at
close to the same
go
numbers, bro.
look at the stats though, bro. Pull Josh Allen
They,
up.
they got the same amount of touchdowns and everything.
No,
All
they
right.
don't.
Yeah, they
Passing
do. They
touchdowns.
both got
Passing
29
touch.
touchdowns.
Passing touchdowns.
No, they ain't that far apart in passing touchdowns.
Because I know Jalen Hurts got a lot of running touchdowns. He got a lot of rushing touchdowns, but he don't have a lot of throwing touchdowns.
He got
Josh Allen.
16 passing touchdowns.
Josh Allen has 22 passing touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's thrown for, you said, 200-yard games. They're about even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has
We're not
one more
complaining about
200.
him not throwing
He has
enough.
one more. He has one more 200-yard game, and he has over 200 more attempts than
How
Jalen
many
Hurts.
300? How many 300-yard games he got?
He has 1, 2, 2. He has
He
one
got
more
2.
than Jalen. One more than Jalen.
All right, so who else we call elite in the NFL?
Joe Burrow, he got 30 touchdowns.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, but they're losing. They're 4-8.
That's a team. That's a team thing, though.
No, I
That's a
mean, they
team
don't have
thing.
a run game. They don't have a run game. They're losing
That's a
because they can't close games out. They're letting teams creep back in the game late because they can't kill the clock.
they losing because they in shootouts every week. That's why they losing.
Because they can't control the clock. They're scoring fast, putting the defense back on the field, and now they end up in shootouts because they got rid of their best rusher thinking Chase Brown was the answer when they should have just paid Joe Mixon.
All right, but look, we beating the dead horse because we never going to agree on this. And like I said, I don't think Jalen Hurts is an ass quarterback. I just think he's just not throwing the football well right now.
All right.
That's how I think.
Right. So what grade would you give him for this game, seeing as he had 14 for 21 for 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 4 times, and a rating of 110. He also had 8 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown. So for this game, what grade would you give him, Trey?
At the end of the day, we won the game, so I'm gonna give him a B. But I feel like he
Yep.
does have to be better in the drop back passing thing, man. We're not gonna win a Super Bowl just running the football. Honestly, we're not gonna win a
Right.
Super Bowl just running the football.
Yeah. Smitty?
I don't know. I don't know, Cool Cat. I don't even want to give a grade. I just want to move forward.
So incomplete?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give Jalen Hurts a B. Like he gotta be better, right? Y'all know how I am with Jalen freaking Hurts. He gotta be better. So he just gotta be better. I mean, I'm not like anybody else. We got 97 people watching us doing this, man. Y'all better get them likes up. 97 people watching us doing this. So all right, let's get to the playmakers, man. We all agree Saquon Barkley gets an A especially for breaking Shady's record, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And let's get to the rest of them. I mean, A.J. Brown, 4 receiving for 43 yards. Smitty, 4 receiving for 37 yards and a touchdown. Grant, 3 receiving for 16 yards and a touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, 2 receiving for 7. And Jahad Dotson, 1 for 5. So we'll start with Smitty. What grade would you give the playmakers?
give him like a B minus, man. I mean, it wasn't much opportunities. Things didn't go well, so that's kind of where we at with it. We could have did better, executing, playing better football. We didn't do that, so I give him a B minus, but we got the one.
Mm-hmm. Trey?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a B, a solid B. Like Smitty said, it wasn't really too many. Well, it wasn't really too many opportunities. They didn't touch the ball that often, so I can't really I can't down them on that. So yeah, I'm gonna give them a B.
Yeah. I'll give them a B as well. I'll give them a B. The defense, uh, Bryce Young was 19 of 34 for 191 yards, a touchdown and interception, sack one time, and a rating of 69.6. Hubbard was 26 carries for 92 yards and a touchdown. Allen Thielen had himself a day with 9 receiving for 102 yards. And the defense, the only person who had a sack was Zach Bond. So, Trey, what grade would you give the defense?
Um, I'm gonna have to give them we like I said, we won the game, so I'm gonna give them a B minus because they did what they had to do. It wasn't a good showing for real. All around the board this week, offense, defense, even special teams. We played down to our opponent, so I mean, but we won the game, so I'm gonna give them a B minus.
Yep. Smitty?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the same. We didn't play well yesterday. We didn't execute. We let them pretty much do what they wanted to the whole game. We put ourselves in bad situations to play good football. So when you do things like that, you ultimately you put yourself in a position where you possibly lose games, and that's kind of what we was at yesterday, man. It wasn't a good showing. We got to do better. We got to come out and play what we did for multiple weeks in a row. That's kind of why I'm a little upset. Like when I talk about Jalen, like I seen him play multiple good weeks of football, and I just want him to give him the same benefit I give everybody else on my team. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it
Well,
get me
to this
emotional when
day,
it's like he can't get a moment. You know what I mean?
right.
It's just really like, I mean, the way this is what I'm gonna say. The way this offense, like the star power we have on this offense, even like receiver wise, we should be throwing the ball better. Especially how we run in the football. That's usually how you set up pass. You run the ball to set the pass up. It shouldn't be no reason we really struggling like this to throw the football. Like it looked crazy. It looked crazy
But it's like it's all on
on game
Jalen.
day.
Like when I just said about the defense, I don't believe that's all on defense. I don't like that it's all on Jalen. That it's not play calling, execution, all that plays together. It shouldn't all be on Jalen Hurts that the passing game looked bad.
Yeah, but a lot of times he do is Smitty. I know you. It's like the fandom keeping you there, but a lot of times he do look like a deer in headlights. A lot of the times, not even when we in the
Then that
games we
means we have
winning.
a
He look.
Jalen Hurts problem, bro.
I'm not
Whether
saying
you
there's a.
But
Not.
if he's not going to be able to execute in the moment, then we have a problem. We need somebody that's
It's,
going to execute in the moment. And if he can't do that, if that's what you're telling me, then we have a problem. We do. And
so
I
right
hate to
now,
say it, but we do.
all right. So right now, look. I say, and we speaking hypothetically. Say they did like Leggett ain't dropped that pass, he scored right. Do you trust Jalen Hurts to go back down the field with 40 something seconds left and score that touchdown, or like at
I don't
least
need
get
him.
us in field goal range throwing the
I
ball?
believe he can get it. I believe he can get us in field goal range. I do.
You believe he could take us to the end zone and win that game
I believe he would have got us in field goal range.
with 44 seconds left and you have to pass the football?
I believe he would have
Honestly,
got us. I do. That's my honest opinion. I believe he would have got us in field goal range.
all right, I respect it.
I believe. To me, honestly, I believe we're not being effective in how pass game is more effective when we do pass the ball effectively when we get the quick game going early. I believe we didn't do that yesterday, and we put Jalen Hurts in a lot of long setup plays, and he was coming off the reads fast because guess what? Somebody has probably told him you need to speed up in the pocket. You can't take all day. So he's getting the reads out. And yes, ultimately they're check down plays because he's not waiting anymore. He's making decisions fast. If you notice when he seen it break down yesterday, he didn't do what he usually do and float. No, he was just like, all right, I'm gonna go up the middle. All right, I'm gonna go outside. All right, I'm gonna just go. And it was quick. When he's decisive, it's quick, it's better. When we making him 6, 3, 4, 5, that's when I start getting frustrated because Jalen starts to panic in the pocket. He starts wanting to get out the pocket. We need quick plays to get the offense going and then let him start progressing because just starting off the game and saying, hey, Jalen, we're going deep. It's like, that's not Jalen's game. Jalen heats up, and as he gets better, he makes the throws. But throwing him in a first quarter and saying, hey, we throwing a 60-yard bomb, and we need you to make a 2-read system in the first, like, Jalen hasn't even seen what they're doing with the defense.
I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of the routes be quick comeback routes and stuff by Smitty and them.
But
I don't see
did you
like
see
they
what happened on the first comeback? Did you see what dude did to AJ on the first comeback? He almost Jalen finna throw it. Jalen tucked it in, and Jalen spit and threw it to Smitty on the sideline because Buddy almost ran the route for him. That's, to me, that don't say it's just Jalen. Obviously, we're being predictable because if the cornerback can run my route for me the first quarter of the game, he kind of know what I'm doing. We are being predictable in my eyes. That's why I say I don't like it being all on Jalen. It's more than just Jalen Hurts when it comes to the passing game.
But half the NFL is predictable, bro. It's all how you execute the play. Half the NFL is predictable.
Bro, your first
everybody's running the same routes for real.
Yeah, but your first route, you should be able to catch him off. The first route, I shouldn't, as a cornerback, be running with you. Now maybe second, third time you run that route, maybe I didn't pick up a tendency, but we ain't played the Carolina Panthers. Ain't nobody played. He knew the route because
but they got film though.
We probably ran that route 40 times the first play.
That's film study though. That's film study. But look,
doesn't that mean be less predictable though? I understand the film study, but doesn't that mean, hey man, let's switch it up a little bit, let's add a little something?
I ain't gonna lie, you could tell what the receiver doing by how the route they run if you study and film correctly. So that really don't got nothing to do with the play calling. It's just how, like, body language, anything. He could have read that, or he probably could have been. Honestly, he probably could have been playing cover 2, and he's supposed to jump that route. So they don't really have nothing to do with play calling. It's execution. If we running the football down dude's throats, and we've been doing that for weeks, we should be able to get singled up wide receivers and throw the ball anywhere we need to throw it at. Honestly, we the best run game in the league. Play action pass should work in our favor. It don't. It don't work in our favor at all.
You got the numbers on that, Trey? I wouldn't want to put out bad information. Do you really got the numbers on the play action game?
I'm not putting out bad information. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at our quarterback's numbers. It's not working in our favor. I don't have to go pull up a whole screen of stats and shit like that. I'm looking at the quarterback numbers. It's not working in our favor. And I'm not saying it's Jalen Hurts' fault. I'm saying it's not working in our favor. You should be able, this is 101 football. If you run in the football, it brings everybody up. Then you go over the top of them. You learn that in Pop Warner. It's something wrong. It's something off. And it can be coaching. It can be Hurts. It can be our receivers not running good routes. It could be anything. I'm not just blaming it on Hurts. I'm just saying we can run the football, but we can't run play action pass. I don't understand that. Yeah. I don't understand it. It's like, and then we got 2 of the best receivers in the league. How we can't run play action pass? They could beat anybody one-on-one.
So Tim McMahon's.
We run 2 different types of play action too. So like that's why I asked you RPO and play action. Like I think
we're not running RPO all the time though.
That's why I said a lot of people don't know the difference sometimes, like looking at our offense, me personally, because sometimes I have to go look at the numbers and be like, okay, that was an RPO set. I thought that was play action. That's why I asked you, could you tell me the numbers on what it is for actual,
But
what they consider?
you can tell RPO because RPO is quick because it got to be quick
Even
because I
have you seen some of our play action, bro? Where Jalen
no,
just
I'm
goes
saying
and pulls it
no,
back
I'm
out. It
saying
just look
RPO.
weird.
I'm saying like statistic wise, RPO has to be quick because it's a run first. The run is the first part of it. So your line is going down the field, so it has to be quick. Because once they get up the field, too much is a flag. So you can tell the difference between run and play action. Play action, they actually pass blocking. Run
See,
pass
that's why
option,
I
they
asked.
run.
See, that's why I asked you about the numbers, bro. See, I just pulled up the numbers now, and the numbers would say Jalen Hurts is struggling in RPO pass sets, but he's actually prevailing in play action.
That might be the case.
He has his
But it's
most
both the same
touchdowns,
thing,
his
though.
most yards per attempt, and his best completion percentage and yards. Most of his yards came in play action. He got almost
Right.
1,158 play action yards, 12.4 yards per attempt, 5 touchdowns, and he's averaging about 77 completion percentage. But RPO, on the other hand, he's averaging about 4.4 yards per attempt. He only has 2 touchdowns, and he's somewhere
Who
about 66% completion percentage.
who is Northeast Sports? Because I don't think you watching the same games you watching, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You just sound like a fanboy right now. Honestly,
Who?
you just
What
sound like a
happened?
fanboy. We actually breaking down football. You just sound like a fanboy.
Who said who you talking about, bro?
I'm
North.
talking about in the chats. Yeah,
Oh, Northeast Sports. What he said?
you just being a fanboy right now, bro. We
No, let
all
me
seen
read.
him play bad
He
yesterday.
says, let me read this. Hold on, Trey. He said first. He said, "Why would Jalen get off his stretch just to accommodate for AJ winning? Winning, he's winning." The second thing he said was, "Jalen doesn't have to become Kirk Cousins or so-called standard pocket quarterback to with games. Jalen's play style is a strength." Third comment, if AJ wants the ball all the time, let him play with someone like Burrow, Stafford, or Cousins and talk. And then there's nothing off with the way Jalen is playing.
Bro, are you watching the same
Nah,
games we watching,
nah, that
bro?
last one he
Like,
said, I ain't agree with that. I ain't say it was nothing off with these last 2 games. I ain't gonna do that. I said he had
you
some
said so why the
consistency
Eagles
before that.
winning? We're not winning. We winning because we're a complete football team. We're not winning just because Jalen Hurts, bro.
Thank
Are
you.
you watching the games or are you just a fanboy? Like, come on, you gonna come on here talking sports? Let's talk honestly. We winning because our defense strapped. We running the football, and Jalen Hurts in clutch time he does play good football, but throughout the game, it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster, and that's just me being honest. It's a roller coaster. It's terrible the first 2 quarters of every football game. Every football game. It's a roller coaster. Our defense been keeping us in a lot of these football games. Are you watching the game? We scoring 6 points, and then third quarter, fourth quarter, we've been beating on dudes so much. Now they giving up big runs and all that stuff, bro. Is you watching the games or are you just talking? Like, come on, let's be honest.
Exactly. So Tim McManus came out and he had something to say about this little conversation we're having. Just spoke with Brandon Graham. He clarified his comments. Well, it's too late now. About Jalen and AJ's friendship, relationship. I just assumed about their friendship and it made me out to look even worse because I had it all wrong. And now people are going to run with that part. Oh, yes, they is. Number 2, I really just want to win, man, and I want brothers to be able to hash it out. I'm going to make sure I apologize to both of them. As overall message, Bram was trying to convey, I wasn't trying to be divisive. I just don't want us to use the media in a bad way. I can't do that either. If I got something to say, I got to go to the people too. And lastly, I made a mistake and I assumed that it was something that it wasn't. I just want to win so bad, and I don't just want to use the media when we need to talk about something, and we can fix the problem ourselves. I didn't add to it in a good light, so that's my bad.
Damage done, good brother. At this point, I mean, it's in the
This has been
atmosphere
the
at this
tightest
point.
game since this. Hold on real quick, Smitty. This has been the tightest game since earlier this season, bro. That's not what we was just talking about, bro. That's why I know you not following. We was not just talking about this. We was talking about the struggling in the first and second quarter. Am I wrong, Cool Cat Smitty?
Yeah, that's what we was talking about.
Yeah, that's what we was
Our
talking about.
offense been terrible in the first two quarters of every football game, except for the Giants game. Every other game, we haven't scored. We haven't even got more than 2 or 3 first downs in the first quarter. Bro, are you watching or are you just talking?
Yeah, but before you react to him, Try, let's just get your reaction to what Tim McMahon said about in his conversation with Brandon Graham, and then I'll let you go off.
Look, man. Like I said, like the part that's getting me is we're winning. We
Yep.
winning. Everybody like some people. Sometimes you just gotta like kind of check your ego at the door. It's like so. I understand what BG was saying. Like
Yeah.
you don't throw one of your brothers under the bus like that because you upset. Go talk to him.
Right.
Y'all go talk. Y'all go ask you. Go sit down, eat some dinner or something. Go to a strip club. Do something like you go to the media and start girling. Like it's like, bro, I would have been pissed. Now I'm really not throwing you the ball. You're gonna be frustrated the rest of the season. 'Cause I ain't throwing it to you now. I'm not even looking your way. You can't go back and forth with your quarterback. This the dude that feeds you the football. Especially not in the media. Don't dog him in the media. And Jalen Hurts
Yep.
not the ball. Even when he come up to the podium, they ask him something about that. Jalen Hurts gonna scratch that whole conversation. He's not gonna say nothing about it.
Oh, and
That's
trust
just
me,
the type of
Trey.
dude he is.
And Trey. You know this is going to be on tomorrow on all these shows. You know it's going to be, especially after what BG just said. It's going to be on all these shows. Emmanuel Acho is licking his chops.
Bro, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, AJ. No, we listen. What AJ said was wrong, but come on, y'all. Be thankful that we got two of the best wide receivers in the game, man. Listen, what AJ said was wrong, but let's not say he can kick rocks. Let's not do that. When's the last time you had 1,000-yard receiver? When T.O.? I don't
You
even
got
think
two on your roster. You got two on your roster. You got 2,000-yard receivers on your roster.
thank you.
Two. Two. A lot of people don't got one. A lot of teams
Exactly.
don't got one. We got two. So, like I said, I understand the frustration, but I feel like the person that really should be frustrated is Devontae Smith because he's not seeing the football at all for real. And everything they give him is, and that's a Kellen Moore thing. Honestly, that's not a Jalen Hurts thing. That's a Kellen Moore thing. All the little screen, little bubble passes, that's not his game. His game is go up, work a cornerback, boom, catch a little intermediate joint, and he probably would take it like 10, 15 more yards. Like you gotta know your players too.
Yep.
You gotta know your players too, and that also come with not really trusting your quarterback. It's like you gotta trust your quarterback. Y'all paid this dude; he's gonna be here. You gotta trust your quarterback. I think they kind of got gunshot once beginning of the season where Hurts was turning the ball over a lot, and they kind of like, let's slow down a little because Kellen Moore he's a
He's
passing
a
dude.
pass. He's a patch
Yeah,
head coach. He's a passing head coach. Watch what he was in Dallas. He was a passing head coach. And
he's
no,
a
we
passing
can't.
dude.
And exactly, we cannot look. We can't just. AJ got paid. Like we
What are you
forgot.
talking about, bro? Like,
AJ
come
got
on, like.
paid.
Bro, like I
AJ
don't
got.
even want to talk to dude no more because he really just a fan. Like he not really even really talking football. Like he really just a fan. somebody could kick rocks. Why? Because you think he hurt Jalen Hurts' feelings because he said something? Like, come on,
Listen,
bro.
I'm the biggest
I'm pretty
Jalen.
sure. I'm pretty sure. And this me. This me not even knowing AJ, just kind of through the years, his personality. I know he went up and said something that hurts before all this happened.
Yep,
I know he did for sure. He went, yo, you gotta give me the football. It probably wasn't no harsh like stuff like, yo, you got keep giving me the football, I'm open. Stuff like that. He's frustrated. Like we all said, he shouldn't have went in the media and said none of that. But he's frustrated. He has a right to be frustrated. He has a right to be frustrated.
exactly.
All they giving the dude is hitches and slants and stuff like let him run. Let him run routes. AJ, a top 5 wide receiver, bro. He can't even really get off like he want to because I mean, look, we switched to the passing game. That's cool, but that should open up more opportunities for your receivers. For real, for real. That should open up more for them. It shouldn't be less. It should be opening up more. They're gonna figure it out though. Like they got good coaches in that room. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure it out. They got to. Ain't nothing you
They
can do
got
now. We
to.
pushing towards the playoffs. They got to figure it out.
Yeah, because now yeah, man. So let's go ahead. Whew. Let's go ahead and hand out some game balls. I don't know who we're gonna give it to, but let's hand them out. Starting with you, Smitty. Who's getting offense and defense? Who get game balls?
Um, I'm gonna give it to Saquon. I'm gonna give
Yep.
it to Smitty. Grant Calcaterra.
Yeah. And defense?
Quinyon Mitchell, Jalen Carter, C.J. Gardner Johnson.
Okay. Trey?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Saquon. Uh, phew.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna have to
know
go
it's hard on the
Saquon.
offense. I
I'm
know.
I'm gonna go offensive line. Because
Yeah.
they was steady Eddie. I'm not gonna pick just one of them. All of them was hooping. Uh,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have to go Calcaterra for the touchdown pass. He stepped in. He stepped in when once Goddard went down. I mean, it really ain't looked too different for real, for real.
Right.
So I'm gonna go Calcaterra. Um, Defense, I'm gonna have to go Quinyon Strat, like Smitty said. Zach Bond, and I'm gonna always go Jalen Carter, man, because that dude really just disrupt everything, bro. Even when he not making the play, he making the play. So I'm gonna go Jalen Carter.
Right.
Um, Cooper DeJean had his first bad game. We gonna talk about that. He had his first bad game this week, but he was going up against a Wally vet though, so I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it. Adam Thielen is a veteran that still could run, still could catch, and he's still crafty. So Coop got his first little test, man. He ain't
Yep.
passed it, but I'm still proud of my boy though.
Yeah. For me, Saquon, Devontae, and Grant. I'll do that. And on defense, I'll say Quinion, Chauncey, and Slay. So I'll do with that. So let's go ahead and let's talk coaching. So start us off, Trey. What grade would you give the coaching staff?
Mm, I'm having to go mid for the coaching staff this week. Um, we won the game, so I'm gonna give the whole coaching staff. I'm gonna give them a B minus. I was gonna give them a C plus, but I'm gonna give them a B minus because we won the game. Because I'm gonna give Sirianni an A. You know why I'm gonna give him an A?
Hmm.
Because because he had the option to go for it or kick that field goal. He punted the football and trusted the defense. He said, "Man, look, Jake Elliott struggling. Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts then took a 9-yard sack for no reason. Like,
Yep.
no, yeah, let's kick this ball and get us kick this ball and play defense. Like that was the smartest thing he ever did because we would have missed that field goal. They would have had way less field to cover to score that touchdown. So I'm gonna give Sirianni an A. The other coaches they get a B minus.
Yep. Smitty?
I give him a B plus. I think, offensively we was kind of everywhere, all over the place, trying to figure it out for 3 quarters. Sirianni, I ain't really got a problem with what he did. He made some clutch decisions, man. Probably the best decision was not going for that field goal the second time with Jake Elliott at the end of the game, punting it. Vic Fangio, I think, yesterday was the first time he's needed to kind of adjust his game plan late. And he did kind of adjust late, but I felt like yesterday was the first time he kind of adjusted later than usual. Usually he's able to adjust early. But he didn't adjust on that running game until late in the third quarter. He did take it away. But I think yesterday was probably the moment where he should have probably seen an adjustment coming out of halftime against that run game, seeing that they didn't have any depth at the running back position. Once you start shutting it down, like to me, it felt like, he just kept punching. He had a boxer's chance every time he ran. And, I mean, he's the only guy on the roster at that point. You kind of got to hit him with some body blows and take him out of the game. We wasn't able to do that, so we deal with the consequences until, late in the game. And we just got to do better, man. So I think this week, obviously, we went back to work today. We back in the film room. We watching tape as a team. Hopefully, man, we can work through to some of these things, and that comes down to the coaching staff. So we'll see how we bounce back, how the coaching staff responds with the players.
Right. I'll say B as well. It was kind of up and down for the coaching staff, but at the end of the day, they did their part, so I'll give them a B, and they won. And I like what Nick Sirianni did. He could have kicked the field goal, but didn't. Could have went for it on 4th and down, but he didn't. He said, let me kick this up. Let me kick this ball. Let the defense handle business and, work from there. So let's go ahead. Broad Street picks for week 15. So we'll start off with Rams at 49ers.
I'm going to go Rams here. 49ers still a little beat up. I'm going to go Rams here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go – give me 49ers on this one. I got a weird feeling, man. Rams been in some tight, hard-fought games. Even I know the 49ers a little banged up, but they're going to be – I seen them. They was pretty impressive this week. I didn't expect that Isaac Guerrero dude to show up. He kind of did. That boy went a little crazy.
Right. The next game, Chiefs at Cleveland.
I'm taking Kansas City.
Yeah. What'd you say, Smitty?
Chiefs.
Yep. Bengals at Tennessee.
Bengals.
I'm going to take the Bengals.
Yep.
I don't know, though, how Bengals looking right now. Tony Pollard might have the game of his life. Rico down the list.
But they getting ran down on.
Bruh, listen,
they getting ran down on us. Crazy.
They ran a what is it? Ending around to CD Lamb. CD Lamb went for like 70.
You scored?
No, he got pulled out at the 3, but they scored on a fade route to him the next play.
Oh snap!
Yep.
You just killed somebody's fantasy real quick.
They running down on this.
You just killed somebody's fantasy football league real quick. That's all CD playing for right now.
Fantasy points.
Yep. Let's see.
Well, look, technically, if a lot of stuff go right, they can make it.
Right.
Man, them out, man.
Look, Trey. And when I say a lot, I mean you need like 6 or 7 losses. To roll by. You need 4 or 5 teams to lose 3 or 4 straight. You need teams to do what we did last year, and an abundance of teams to do it too.
Yep.
But if they lose tonight, they officially be eliminated. So let's just get it over with. Let's go and put the
Exactly.
nail in their coffin today.
Yep. So Washington going to New Orleans.
Washington. And I'm gonna
That's
take.
a tough one to call though.
But
Cause
they
who
lost
gonna be
Derek
in New
Carr, bro.
Orleans?
They lost Derek. They lost Derek. So Spencer Rattler playing.
Oh, he lost Derek Carr.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he
lost.
Oh
broke
yeah,
his.
yeah. Well,
He
I'm gonna
out for
get
the
this one to
season.
Commanders. Then.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I'm
think
gonna
the
give this one
rookie.
to Commanders.
I mean, unless like I don't know, but the last time I seen Spencer Rattler playing, like he started off well the first few games, but when he left, they benched him for a reason. I'm gonna go to the Commanders. They seem a little bit more intact.
Yeah. Baltimore at the Giants.
Woo! I'm taking Baltimore.
Yep. Baltimore. You too, Smitty?
Bruh, you really gotta ask me
Exactly.
that?
No. I know.
What? Drew Lock? What? Them people, bro.
Anyway.
Them people just put out a report that they are trying to get the number one pick. That tells me everything I need to know.
Right. The Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers.
Hey, the one thing I hope though, they don't try to get Shador because Dion kind of already said he don't want nobody, neither one of his players going to the Giants.
Exactly.
He got enough money to make sure they scrape while they sit out another year.
Exactly. So
I might take Carolina in this game.
I
I
was
ain't gonna
just gonna
lie to
say
you.
it. I'm taking
I might take
Carolina.
Carolina. I'll take Carolina.
I'll take Carolina too for the upset.
That ain't gonna be an upset. They might be favored in that game, man.
Exactly. The eliminated New York Jets versus the
The
Jacksonville.
eliminated Jags.
Exactly.
Probably the Jets, though. I mean, they just beat the Dolphins. I mean, they probably getting a little bit of faith in their wings and cells and stuff.
Yep.
They trying to listen.
I'm
These last 4 games, the Jets as a team are trying to play the best audition games they can to get Aaron Rodgers to return next
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jets in this one too.
year. I
I
think
just
it's a
feel like
bad
they a
idea.
better football team than Jacksonville.
Hey,
Yep.
Trey, I think that's a bad idea though for them to try to get that man to come back. I think they should just move on.
Bro, they didn't have a quarterback in years. I'll try to get them to come back too if I was the Jets.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to pay him and Devontae Adams. I don't know how you do that and don't cook your books when he leaves.
It is what it is, man. Look, we
After
gonna
it
pay
turned
this
out
dude.
like this year, like I don't
We
know,
gonna give him
bro.
we gonna try to give him a team friendly deal. He ain't with it. We gonna pay him because it's the Jets. They don't draft quarterbacks well, and they
They
can't
finna
just
have
go
a
out and just
top
find
3
one out the dirt.
pick. They finna possibly have a top 5 pick.
But
Just me
who really
personally,
coming out?
I would
Who
just
really
move forward
coming
with a
out
young
that
quarterback.
you'll want to start over with right now besides Shador?
I mean, Cam might fit a little bit for him.
Who?
I think,
Ward?
yeah, I think Cam Ward could be all right for him.
Uh,
We
yeah,
just
it
did
could
lose
work.
to the Dolphins. Yeah, you're right. You did. They did lose. Damn. Yeah, they
It
probably
could,
finna lose another one.
it could
I
work.
just,
I
I
mean,
just,
it could
I'm
work.
just. If I did bring him back, I still would take a quarterback early. I wouldn't sign him to a long-term deal, and I still would take a quarterback first round. I would kind of do what Atlanta did a little bit, and let him sit a year, because you know if he do come back, it's probably only a 1-year deal. So I mean, I would brace myself though, because like they cap is looking crazy already, and if you have to try to work some cap to sign both of them, because he probably not coming back if you're not bringing Devontae back. That's probably part of the deal. You know,
I think
how
Cam
he
Ward. I
demands.
think Cam Ward got the best arm talent in this draft, in my honest opinion. I think his arm talent better than Shador's.
Ooh, I
Like
don't know
just
about that one.
I think it is. The dude
I
just
think he's
like
more athletic. I think he's more
his
athletic than
play
Shador,
style,
so he
like his
can make.
play style, he just make everything look so easy. It's
That's
like,
what I was gonna say. He makes the plays look easier because how athletic he is, and Shador is so statuous. He just kind of like moving and like it looks like he trying too hard. But to me, Shador got the more accurate arm. I would say Cam is more dynamic though, because he can also make the athletic runs too.
yeah,
Trey, you know
I
what I
was
mean?
just speaking. I wasn't speaking on really accuracy. I was speaking on arm talent. Like he could throw from any platform. Cam Ward, any platform he could throw from. Any, like I said, his game just smooth. I like him. I think he's gonna be a good quarterback in the league. Somebody give him a chance, like a real chance. I think he's gonna be a good quarterback in the league. He can run a football team.
I think to me, like, I think Shador is the best ready to play now quarterback in the draft.
That could be true, but I think
I don't
it's
think he
close
has
to
a lot
him,
of
honestly.
upside though. That's the one problem
Yeah,
I
I don't
have with
think he got a lot.
Shador.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he got a lot of upset. My problem with Shador gonna be he's gonna go to a team that struggled this year. And he's one of those dudes that kind of, and that's why I say about him and Cam Ward, how they different. He one of those dudes that's gonna need everything working for him to really strive. You see that Colorado is like when the offensive line wasn't that good, the dude was playing terrible. It's like you're gonna go to a team that was struggling this year. So yeah,
Well,
it's gonna be kind of hard.
like like that's the only like when that offensive line was playing bad though, Trey, they was one dimensional as hell. Like it wasn't a like bro, I remember at one point last year where they was averaging like 1.2 yards a carry. So I mean, what does a defense do at that point? We gonna make you uncomfortable as possible as a quarterback. We know you can't run the ball. This year, it hasn't been way better, but he matured this year. But I think what you've seen this year, you only gonna get a little bit more of progression before you kind of see what his peak is. But that's also from like, him being around all those professional coaches, things of that nature. Like his dad been putting the Tom Brady's and the Peyton Mannings and all those guys in his training sessions since he was 12. You know what I mean? But I think
I feel like he's gonna be good. I just feel like the situation got to be right.
I think his best chance to be good is going where Tom Brady is to the Raiders.
I was thinking the same thing. I think the Raiders would be a good fit. They just got to put some talent over there. They got to put
I
some.
mean, you got Tom Brady as president. I hope he know a little bit, but I mean, I think it's gonna be a little bit better. At least you got somebody. Maybe he can evaluate talent.
I ain't gonna lie.
What do
If
you think about it,
they
Trey?
put some
You think he
they
can
put
evaluate
some
talent?
weapons around Brock Bowers. And they bring them there, put some weapons around Brock Bowers. They could be good because they defense sturdy.
I've been talking to a lot of Raider fans. They kind of want to give up 2 first rounders and trade back in and get Shador and Travis, like the Texans did a few years ago.
But do you think Travis gonna play wide receiver in the league? Or you think he go? I think he better at corner for real, for real.
Listen, I think he's gonna do whatever he can to play both sides straight. I know it's not popular opinion, but I really think he is.
I know they gonna put him there, but they not gonna. I don't think they're gonna feature him at receiver. I think he's gonna be a corner in the league, and
I think he can
he's
be a
gonna.
good receiver. I think he can be a good receiver. I think either way you go with him, you can make a good decision. I think, as you just said, you coaching and all that is going to be necessary, and get that boy on a nutrition plan to build some damn muscle. Because that boy is Emmanuel Forbes skinny.
Yeah, he bony as hell. He just athletic as ever.
I don't know though. I like him at receiver. I like him at corner. I think he has better corner instincts than receiver instincts. But I mean, I can see him somehow. Oh, touchdown! I can see him being effective on as a receiver though. I think his best position might be athlete.
I think it is gonna be athlete, but also you gotta think about the money you about to put on this dude. Do you want him playing both sides of the ball and then you get hurt? Like they probably gonna have to pick a struggle for real once he get in. He probably, and I think it's gonna be corner. He kind of feature a little bit at wide receiver. They're gonna try to put him at punt return, stuff like that. Just try to get the football in his hands. But I don't think he's gonna be a relative like they gonna put him relatively at wide receiver. They gonna do the corner thing because that's what they did with Charles Woodson. That's what they did with Dion. All the dudes that came in as athletes, they played them on defense and they kind of threw him in there at the offensive side of the ball. So I think that'd be a good fit for Travis Hunter,
Bro,
especially
where
as his
did the
rookie year.
Jalen Hurts stands come from in the damn chat, bro?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He in here going off like
Bro.
you wasn't even here for the argument. You didn't even know what was happening. You just in there going off. That's why I ignored him. Like, bro, you all late and wrong.
I'm not even
Hey,
gonna.
look, I hadn't looked at the chat in a minute, so when I look down, I see like, I'm like, what? Like, where did he come
Yeah.
from?
This was what they've been waiting for. They've been waiting for this day.
No, he has. I mean, he's standing up for Hurst. It ain't like he slandered him, but he like. I mean, he kind of like. I think I don't know. I think since last year maybe I think the kind of fans kind of been split. You know what I mean? They kind of been like Jalen Hurts or AJ since the little turmoil from last year, and then I think people kind of like you said they was waiting for it. They had their side pick, so it's people that's like AJ right, Jalen need to do better, or I'm done with Jalen. And then there's people that's on the other end like stop blaming Jalen. We winning. You mad because it's in spite of you. Like it's crazy, and that's exactly what BG said, and that's what I think his message should have been more than the first part. One is trying and 11 need to be. His message should have been, don't let the media put you against each other. Stay one, stay brothers, strive together. Because guess what? In any problem, your brother is the one you're gonna lean on. These other dudes ain't gonna come and help y'all win no games. They're not gonna get off their couch, get on the field, and win no games. Y'all need each other. Stay one, stay unified. The strength is in you. The strength is in numbers, not being against each other, man. It ain't gonna work like that. He said it, but it was drowned out by everything he said around it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all realize y'all people that we the only like top team that go through stuff like this.
I just
like
said
I'm
it.
pretty sure there's a lot of.
Look, I said it too. Why
Right
can't we
before
be
we started the
normal?
show, Smitty said this.
Why can't we be normal?
Started. Like, we are the only team. I don't know about anyone else, but we're the only team that, we have a win, but then we pissed off, and then whatever clip that AJ or Jalen has goes right to the media, where Emmanuel Acho and Dan Orlovsky and Stephen A. and Colin will eat it up like a bunch of rats.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all over. It's gonna be all over the media. It's gonna be all over social media.
Right. It was this morning when AJ said the word passing. What do you think they're going to do tomorrow? What do you think after that, BJ? What do you think they're going to do tomorrow?
But AJ not saying nothing that Eagles fans not saying.
I know.
They see it on film and everything. They be more in depth with it than we do. Honestly, it's like they sitting there for hours watching film. So I mean, he see what he see. He feel how he feel. But like I said, y'all should have worked that out in house.
Exactly.
That should have been in house. That should have never hit the media at all.
Because they talked about it all these shows all day. Trey, I know you don't watch it, but all these shows talked about it. Now, after what BG said, but let's go ahead and continue on with these picks, man. Miami versus Houston.
I think Miami might bounce back. I'm gonna go Miami in this game.
Yeah. You're muted, Smitty.
The Texans been playing some bad football.
Yep.
I think this might be their week to bounce back. I'm gonna take the Texans. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami pull it out because the Texans really been playing bad.
Right. Yep. Colts versus Denver.
I'm going Denver.
Yep. Smitty?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Denver. The Colts kind of. I don't know.
Yep. The game that we all will be watching is Buffalo versus Detroit.
Detroit.
I'm gonna take Buffalo in this one.
I'm taking
Buffalo.
Detroit.
You seen what Josh Allen did last week, man? That dude. They was down like 21-0, bro. He brought them back and rumbled that whole game.
Then your boy didn't Jared Goff just do that 2 weeks ago?
Who?
Didn't Jared Goff do that like 2 weeks ago? Five touchdowns.
Jared Goff.
The week before that the week before that he threw 5 interceptions, but he did throw like 5 touchdowns like a couple weeks ago.
No, that's gonna be a good game.
No, it's gonna be a good game. The reason I'm a little skeptical because how their defense looked last night, bro. Like it looked like Buffalo couldn't stop a nosebleed. If you're gonna get in a shootout with them with all those weapons, I don't know if you can win that game.
I ain't even gonna lie. LA got some weapons, man. That boy Puka Nakua tough, Cooper Cup. They got Tutu over there. And they running back been having a solid season. I think he got like 14
That's
touchdowns on the
what all you saying right now is exactly what I'm saying about them winning that Buffalo winning that game, bro. I believe Detroit got more than the Rams, in my opinion.
Is it where the game at? Is it in Buffalo?
It's in Detroit.
It's in Detroit.
Oh, all right. Oh, all right, yeah. Because I was like, I'm about to say, if it was outside in the cold in
If it was in
Buffalo,
the
I'm
cold,
taking
I would.
Buffalo.
Hey, look, I would have took Buffalo all day because Jared Goff don't play good outside. I would have went all day.
At all.
It's just to me, it just feels like yes. I don't know if it's a one-off because Buffalo is getting healthy, so maybe they're more impressive this week. But that game last night felt like a shootout that I don't know if they want to get into with Detroit, even though you can turn Jared Goff into a regular player at times when you get him into a shootout. But then he threw 5 interceptions and still threw 3 touchdowns in clutch time. I just don't know, man. It's gonna be a game. I think that game should have been flexed.
Detroit defense also is beat up too.
That's what I'm saying. They finna both be in the shootout.
They lost like 8-9 players. 8-9 of their starters.
I want to say they got 6 starters out, and then 2 of the new starters out.
Yeah, they lost like 8-9 of their starters. Yeah, this gonna be tough for them to slow Buffalo offense down too.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I said what I said. They're going to be in a shootout because I don't expect Detroit defense to be much better than I expect Buffalo. But I believe Detroit just got more ways of beating you and putting the game in their control. Like they can run the ball well. You know what I mean? And you see what the Rams running back did by himself. He was cooking them last night. It's gonna be close. I think it's gonna come down to probably something like 38-41. Whoever wins.
Exactly.
Definitely gonna be a good game.
Yep. So we all know who's going to win Pittsburgh versus Eagles. So New England versus Arizona.
I'm going Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah, I'll take Arizona.
Yep. Tampa Bay versus the Chargers.
You beat the Chargers.
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Mm.
Tampa Bay been on a nice little winning streak. I'll take Tampa Bay.
Yep. Sunday Night Football, Green Bay versus Seattle.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one too. Yeah, I'm gonna go Green Bay in this one.
It's me.
Give me that's a close game right there. That come down to quarterback play at this point. I think Geno playing just a little bit better than but I'm gonna go with Green Bay. I think they got a better run game. But it's in Seattle. No, give me Seattle. It's at Seattle. I'm gonna take Seattle at the 12. I'm gonna take Seattle.
Yep. So
I thought it was at Green Bay.
Yep, it's in Seattle. It's at Seattle. Yep.
I'm gonna take Seattle at home.
Yep. And the Monday night doubleheader, Chicago versus Minnesota.
I'm going Minnesota.
Yeah. Yep. Minnesota for sure.
And we're all taking the Falcons over the Raiders, right?
Yeah, take the Falcons over the Raiders.
I mean, they just lost their quarterback, bro. Raiders down to their 3rd string quarterback, though. I wouldn't. They ain't got no chance.
The Raiders trying to get the top pick at this point. They might be tanking for real.
Once Aiden O'Connell went down, I was like, yeah, they full tank mode. Now they not gonna even try to win again.
Yep. And
I'll be tanking too.
Exactly. And finally, our thoughts on the Steelers. Any thoughts on the Steelers coming up?
I mean, you obviously gotta strap up, man. It's time to. You're going against the number 4 rush defense in the league. Obviously, they play good football. You have to execute, play well offense, man. I mean, this probably gonna be another. Hopefully it's not. But it should be another tight game, another close one. right now, Pittsburgh, to me, Pittsburgh offensively, we should be able to hold them down. I don't think they do anything outstanding on offense. Pickens is already ruled out for that game.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think, man, obviously you just got to come out and execute on offense and take our chances when we can. They have a couple game breakers on the defensive line that we're going to have to get hold of. But the good thing about it is the last time we played, Jordan Mailata, the dude that's on that side, Jordan Mailata had his way. We're going to have to see if Lane Johnson can, hold up over there against old TJ, see how that battle go. But I think if you stop their defensive line, you take away a lot of their strength as a unit. They don't really have a great back end. They have some linebackers that's playing pretty decent right now. But if you could take away that defensive line, you can win that game. All the games they've lost, teams have lowered their pressure rates. And the other key is attacking TJ, putting them in a lot of RPO situations and running the ball right at him, making them make decisions. So I think, we're going to have to be on the execution of the ball game and get into it. But the Steelers do have a horrible offense, and they have a great defense. So we're going to have to come in and play ball.
Yep. Trey?
All right, well, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to stop the run, basically, because the Steelers going to come out. They're going to come here. They're going to try to control the pace. They're going to try to control the game flow through Najee Harris and Warren. Russell Wilson, we got to get him uncomfortable. We can't keep him in short yardage downs. He'll pick you apart right there. I don't care who on the field. Even if Pickens gone. He's going to throw a whole lot of dump balls, a lot of short passes, a lot of out routes, stuff like that. Try to pick you apart that way. So, defense, really, we're going to have to try to control the ground game. Najee Harris is a big back, man. He do kind of hard to stop once he start going. And they defense, offensive wise, we just going to have to, man, we're going to have to, when we get opportunities, we're going to have to score, man. We can't keep going field goal for field goal. We gotta start putting these Jones in the paint, especially in the first half of the game. I feel like we can run on this Steelers team. They kind of big up front, but we got a great offensive line. I feel like we can run on any team we line up against, for real. So we still stick to the run. Hit the pass plays when they there, and try to control the pace of the game. We're gonna be at the link. The link gonna be rocking. Everybody ready for the Steelers game.
Yep.
I mean, that's really all I got to say, man. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, for me, before we give our final thoughts, listen, you got the Steelers coming up. Just keep doing what you're doing on defense. Offense, run the ball, and please, for the love of God, it would shut everybody up if you just give it to A.J. Brown in the first drive. It would shut everybody up. I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll quad nobody. But just give it to A.J. in the first drive just to shut everybody up.
It won't shut nobody up. Cool.
Exactly. That's why I highly doubt that would happen. So run the ball.
He'll have 130 and they'll be like, oh, it took A.J. Brown having a fit for him to actually get involved in the offense.
Exactly. We can't win. So just
can we
run the
please
ball.
try to get some of our other playmakers involved in the game? That's Kellen Moore's problem.
See, that's where I'm at. See, I would prefer people to say that over just getting AJ the ball, bro. It's a lot of people out there that's starting, bro. Jahan Dotson is averaging what? 1 reception, 1 target a game. Like, why not get him involved? It would take pressure off of AJ, Devontae, Dallas, Calcaterra. Like, bro, how much
There's no way y'all
you
brought
pay
this
to the
dude
guy
over there for a 3rd round pick and not give this boy the football all season? That's crazy.
Like how much respect or how much resources do you allocate to a guy like that when you look on the scouting report and it says averages 1 target a game? You're like, all right, he's gonna get 1, and then we can do it.
Bro, that's a coaching thing, bro. That's a coaching thing. They're not getting him involved. They're not getting him involved. First of all, he don't throw the ball enough to really get him involved, man. He late in the progression. He always like the 3rd option. And Jalen Hurts only throw it to him when he like scrambling around already. I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. We gotta get more of these weapons involved, man. We have to. Because Jahan Dotson not no scrub at all. Dude can play football. And he's 9 times out of 10, he's matched up against the third corner on every play. If Smitty not in the slot. So look, bro, like it's scheme. We gotta scheme a little bit better to get these dudes open, man. I know we throw a lot of little pick joints and stuff like, but no, they could go down the field. They could. These dudes could play football, especially Devontae Smith. We seen him do it for years in the Eagles uniform. I gotta get this dude the football. I
Yeah.
don't care about the AJ thing because AJ get targeted more than any wide receiver we got,
Y'all
honestly.
remember when I had the? Do y'all
But we
remember
got
when
to
I
get the
asked
other dudes
y'all? Did y'all
involved.
want to see Smitty in the slot more than he is outside? This kind of the reason why right here why I didn't want him in the slot. Him being
What?
in the slot is being a hindrance, man, towards what they giving him as far as route tree. He's not getting the routes he needs to be effective as he is with his attributes. Like Trey kind of said it earlier, he getting a lot of check down underneath routes, and he's not getting the big plays anymore. And that's a part of his game. Like he has big play ability. He can get down the field and stretch your defense out and make big plays, but he's not getting the opportunity to do that right
He also coming off an injury too, so I don't know how much that play a part in what they doing with him right now at this moment. But I feel like throughout the season they haven't been getting on the ball enough, honestly.
Exactly. So with that being said, let's go ahead and give our final thoughts, and let's get when we will see y'all next week. So with that, start us off, Trey.
Man, it's gonna be a fun week, man. It's two good football teams. We get another chance to go out and test our team out. I feel like Coop gonna do a better job this week because he's not going up against a wily veteran. So we gonna see the Cooper Cup we seen for the past. I forget how many weeks he was in. Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
Look, bro, it's really nothing really to say too much. It's like we gotta go out there and win. We gotta keep pace with Detroit and Minnesota. Um, well, not really Minnesota because whoever win that division 9 times out of 10 is gonna be Detroit. The second team is gonna be the third, no
Yeah.
matter what record, right? Or no, I got that wrong.
now. What you mean? Say it again.
All right, so Detroit and Minnesota is in the same division.
Mm-hmm.
They both got
If Minnesota don't lose, basically whoever wins the division will be number one seed.
no. I know whoever win the division. I'm talking about between the race. Really, right now is between us three. But the way Detroit playing, I don't really see them losing.
That's what I'm
So
saying. If the only way for
the
us to really get in front, we would need first off you need Detroit to lose twice, and then you need Minnesota to lose once. So whoever win their division out of Minnesota and Detroit more than likely will be once. So we basically just fighting. Basically, we win this week, we lock up our position, bro. We'll be two. That's
so
kind
we'll
of what it
be
is.
two no matter what happens between Detroit and Minnesota, right? We'll be
Yeah.
two.
Unless they lose to
All right, bet.
Buffalo
Bet.
and whatever the NFC team they face from now on. So whether it's the
No, we
Bears,
talking
Yeah.
about we talking about we talking about we talking about their conference. I mean, their division though,
yeah,
because they really the two teams for real. Because what the Minnesota like 11-2, right? Two
yeah,
Yeah.
or something
yeah,
like
they
that.
And
like
somehow they
All right.
own the tiebreaker against us. I can't remember how, but they do.
So they'll be two. If anything, if they keep up this pace, they'll be two and we'll be three. If
no,
Detroit
they'll
win
be
the number
probably
one.
two.
No. Well, they both because they both can't make two. So
They in the
if
same
Detroit,
division, right? So
yeah,
they'll
so
drop down, right, to like a wild card or something.
Green Bay doesn't win the division, they'll be five, and if Detroit doesn't win, they'll be five. However that
No, I'm talking about Minnesota. Minnesota got the same
goes.
record
I
as
mean,
us.
I
They
mean
just losing
Minnesota.
like
If
that.
Minnesota, Green Bay, or either one of those two teams don't win, they're gonna be wild cards. So they're gonna be 5-6, and then right now, how it's going is us is Detroit, us, Seattle, the Bucks, and then it's Green Bay, Minnesota, Green Bay, Commanders.
Oh, all right, bet. All right. So we'll be number two, if anything. If everybody
Yeah,
keep
if
winning, we'll be
anything,
number
yeah,
two regardless.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
bet. All right, that's cool.
We in the, I mean, we own our destiny at this point. I mean, to be honest. I mean,
All
Let's
right.
see. Yeah, I just did a playoff simulator. So you're absolute. Yep. If the Detroit lose one more NFC team and Minnesota lose, then yeah, we get the number 1 seed. But
so Minnesota got to lose 2 games. Detroit
yeah,
got to lose 2 games. Detroit.
yeah, it's Buffalo and whatever the NFC team is, whether
Yeah,
it's Detroit, whether it's the
If
Bears.
that work out in our favor, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's got to be the Bears, the 49ers, or the Minnesota Vikings. The Detroit got to lose.
That would be crazy though to see.
Yeah.
You know that to play out like week 17 or something. You know what I mean? Falling out loud.
Yep. But yeah, go ahead, Trey. You was finishing your final thoughts.
No, I'm done. Go ahead, Smitty.
Yeah, go ahead, Smitty.
No, man, we just gotta stay down and get together, man. It's time to lock in. The road to the playoffs has started, man. It has commenced. At this point, man, you got to join together, man, and be a team. It's not gonna get any easier. I tell you that.
Yep.
Got 4 games left in the regular season. Finish out strong. Go into the playoffs strong. Let's do something special, man. Nick Sirianni talk about all the time, man. We want to be special. So let's do it.
Yep. And for me, Eagles Nation, please ignore I know it'll be hard, especially after what happened today. Try to focus on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know it'll be difficult after what just happened, but please just focus on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Turn off your radio, turn off your TV, focus on the Steelers, because what's going to happen this week, they ain't going to talk about the Steelers. So you focus on the Steelers, Eagles Nation. You let the media have their fun, have their little day. You focus on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, for Moan, Smitty, Trick or Trey, and your boy, fly, Eagles, fly, go Birds, and you're always welcome to Broad Street. Lights out.